How's it going, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another review here on Body Bags. It is week 106, and continuing along where we left off last week, I decided to review a sequel to the film that I reviewed last week. I'm talking about the film from 1982, Amityville 2, The Possession. Actually, strike that. It is not a sequel. It is actually a prequel to that original Amityville film. The original film followed the Lutz family. This film follows the DeFeo family, who lived in the house previous to the Lutz family. It's about the son who went mad and killed his family. They actually call them something different in the film. They are the Montellis, but it's based on the real-life case of the DeFeo family, which, in my opinion, is a more interesting story. So, we have a seemingly perfect family move into the Amityville house. We have a father who's kind of ill-tempered, quick to overreact, very old school, pull off his belt, beat the kids type guy. Then you have the mother who's kind of the very forgiving, old school Christian type woman. Then you have the son who is kind of rebellious, 18, 19, trying to find his way through the world, has big issues with the father. They butt heads all the time. You have the daughter who's, a teenager and seemingly the good girl. Then there's a couple of kids as well. They move into this house, and right away, the son starts acting weird. The eldest son. Something kind of takes over him. We see a scene where it seems as if demonic forces kind of inhabit his soul. We have a priest come by and go to bless the house. Of course, the father has issues with that because he's not religious. And we have this relationship brewing between the son and the daughter, and it gets very inappropriate. And the son pretty much is, being the main target of this demonic presence in that film. Now, I'll kind of leave it off there, but I will say that the third act of the film, and it's a little bit more than the third act, it's a good high percent of the film, is actually sort of an exorcist film, and I feel like this film gets really weak around that point because it's kind of the same thing that we always see with these exorcist type films. The early parts of the films are so good. The possession, the relationships with the family, the drama that's going on, the evil stuff that we're seeing, the completely inappropriate stuff that we're seeing. It's golden. It's good horror, man. Good horror early on in this film. Kind of loses it a little bit when it gets into the exorcism stuff, but because of the build-up that happened beforehand, I almost feel like if it would have just ended at that point, you would have felt maybe a little predictable since we know this story. I think the idea here was, okay, so we know the DeFeo story, it is a prequel, so we can't just leave off where, the story ends. We're going to have to go a little bit further just to kind of explore and kind of create something new for the viewers. I kind of get that. But it just doesn't work that well. It almost feels like you're watching like two completely different movies here. The first part and the second part. But, I mean, it's really good stuff early on. I love the characters and the family. A lot of creepy stuff happens. Highly recommend Amityville 2. Good stuff. I actually like it a lot better than the first one. It's a little bit faster, even though it kind of runs at the same running time. Cool film. I give it an 8 out of 10. Same as the original one, but I like it a slight bit more. See you guys next time with another review. Peace out.